Look at me all cozy. There's actually tea in this mug. It's not just a prop. Oh, it's real hot though. Okay, just gonna put that over there. Hello Sparrows and welcome back to Green-Eyed Starlet. If you are new here, hello and welcome. My name is Brandy and I'm working to live a life worth living through art, movement, and exploration. It is currently storming here in Orlando, so if you hear thunder, that's what it is. I love the rain, so I'm like, yes! Hi guys, how are you? And I'm being serious when I ask this. I truly want to know, how are you guys doing? You know, physically, emotionally, spiritually, what's up? And I don't mean what's happening in the world right now, not because that is not important, trust me, that is very important, but in this moment, right here, right now, I want to have a little talk about you, about me, about us, and have a little bit of a mid-year check-in, because it's July, and that means we're officially halfway through 2020. And whether or not you think that is a good thing or a bad thing, it is our reality. So why don't we reflect a little? Now, I think we all already know that 2020 has been a monster of a year. So as we're going through this little mid-year check-in, a mid-year reflection, I really encourage us, me, you, all of us to show up and show compassion for ourselves as much as possible, okay? I know not all of us have gotten everything we thought we were gonna get done. Maybe you feel like you haven't gotten anything done. Please do not let this be a moment to kick yourself while you're down. Do not allow this to be a moment to spread some negative self-talk about yourself. This is just a check-in, a little bit of a reflection, see where we're at, see where we've been, and see where we want to go. And with that, I'm gonna take another sip of my tea. I feel like every time I say something wise for the rest of my life, I need to take a sip of tea to really channel my inner Uncle Iroh. Now, if you're like me, then you probably started off 2020 on a very positive, optimistic note, thinking that this was going to be our year. And then a lot of stuff happened. And don't get me wrong, it was a lot of unprecedented things that no one could have possibly truly predicted. So how we're going to go through today's video in order to make sure that we are making it on a more positive note, we're gonna go over all of our victories, even the smallest of victories, because they count. We're going to assess what hasn't worked so far this year and what maybe we can change going forward. And finally, we're going to assess the goals or the resolutions that we set at the beginning of the year and see if we can continue with them, if they need to be changed, or if you're just gonna get rid of them altogether. If that sounds like something you would be interested in doing with me today, then please give this video a big thumbs up because it helps out the channel a ton, and keep watching. So let's start with those victories. And like I said, these wins can be the smallest of the small. If you're having a hard time, you know, thinking of things that are victories in your book, think about just even the littlest of things. For me, I have been super proud of how consistent I've been with my YouTube channel and my YouTube videos as a whole. We'll talk about a little bit of the bad in that, because it hasn't always been rainbows and sunshine throughout the year, but I am really proud of how far I've come with my YouTube channel. I'm also really proud that even during quarantine and all of this stuff that I continued to teach yoga classes, even if they're donation based on Facebook. I was really proud of myself for pushing myself to do that, because I was definitely like, ugh, who's gonna care? Like, they're not gonna miss me if I don't post videos of YouTube and stuff like that. But honestly, it's been, one, something that's kept me mentally sane, and two, it's been really nice to be there for other people. I've had a lot of people, you know, tell me how important these classes are to them, and that just really makes my heart happy. So another little win for me is that I moved into what was my dream apartment. We'll get to that in the next section, but me and Ben, my boyfriend, moved into our own place together, which is crazy to think about, but that was like super cool thing, and this was definitely my dream apartment. I do super love it, but we will talk about that in the next section. I guess another weird victory, this one I can't explain at all, and if you've watched some of my vlogs, you might have heard me talk about this before, but me and Ben have like a lot of followers on TikTok, and that was the weirdest thing ever, that we like mini blew up on TikTok. It was odd. It's kind of plateaued, so I think we like had our 15 minutes of fame. Maybe it will come again, but that was kind of cool, and that was like a weird moment in the evolution of Brandy on the internet and Ben with me. And finally, a little, like, it seems like a very little win been for me, but at the same time I know how important this is to me and how far I've come in my life. But I feel like I've really started to fall in love with myself again. So even, you know, when I'm around the house or whatever, I've been finding moments to kind of dress up. Like even when I'm going to run errands, I might put on something that I normally would have never worn to go run errands. Like normally it would be like tennis shoes and yoga pants, but like I've really just enjoyed dressing up lately, and maybe that's because I've been cooped up for so long and I'm just like, I want to go out and get dressed up. But I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I don't need, you know, some party to get dressed up for or something like that. So I've been kind of playing around with that, and it's really reminded me how much beauty I see in myself and how it is important to, you know, look at myself in the mirror every day and remind myself that I am beautiful, to not look at the flaws, to not, you know, magnify my flaws, but to fall in love with them. And I know that seems like a weird one, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why I'm being so bleh about this. No, I'm really proud of myself for falling more in love with myself. Do I think that I have a lot to change and a lot of room to grow? Absolutely. But I've really been falling in love with myself, so I'm happy about that. Okay, now let's move on to what hasn't been working or what we want to change. Now this section, we're not gonna just attack ourselves for anything that we haven't accomplished. We're not gonna be like, oh, well, I haven't been working. No, we're gonna pinpoint some things that haven't really been working out too well and things that we wanna change. Because trust me, if this is my 2020's goals canvas and you can clearly see that it is very barren halfway through the year, then I think we can all readjust and recollect ourselves so that we can move in a new direction. So the first one is something that I kind of already touched on, and that is our new apartment. Now me and Ben absolutely love this apartment. We absolutely love having a place that is ours, like completely ours, because neither of us have ever had a whole place to ourselves. We've always had roommates. So this is kind of crazy to, you know, not only be living with my significant other, someone that I truly love, but like to have a space that is truly our own. We decorated everything in this house. We bought the furniture, we like looked for the furniture, all that kind of stuff. Like we really put a lot of work into this. However, we realized that it wasn't our dream, and that's not a bad thing. We really truly love it here. We're not like ready to get out as soon as possible, which I think is really important because I've had past living experiences where I thought it was gonna be great and then it definitely was not great, and then I wanted to get out every single day for the entire time I lived there. But no, we really truly love this place and we are cherishing every day and every moment that we are spending here, but we are looking to the future. Our lease will end, you know, at the beginning of next year, and we're looking to see where we're gonna go after that. There are talks of possibly buying a bus and converting it for some, you know, bus life, van life traveling, which I think we would both very, very much love. But we've also been talking about, you know, buying land or buying a house and stuff like that. So there's a lot of cool things in that regard, but it was very interesting to see that while this has been my dream since I moved to Orlando, pretty much, is to have a downtown apartment, and this wasn't always the apartment complex that I wanted to live in, but like having a downtown apartment was always very high up on my dream board, on my dreams list of places I wanted to live. It's very interesting to see how that dream has kind of changed, or how now that I have it, I'm like, this isn't exactly what I wanted. Another dream that has kind of shifted, and I never thought I would give up on this. I mean, people have, you know, said in the past that I would give up on it because that's how people do, but I've kind of decided that I am going to take a serious step back from the acting world and wanting to act and stuff. Does that mean I will never act in the future? No, absolutely not. I still very much want to write my own screenplays and series and short films that I want to act in because I wrote them and I want to write them for myself. But right now, and I mean, obviously with certain things that are happening in the world, the arts community is taking a major hit. So a lot of us are thinking about other options anyways. So it was kind of a weird time for this realization to come, but I'm kind of happy that I'm coming to it now and trying to find the silver lining in everything that is happening. Take another sip of my tea here. If anybody's wondering, it is hibiscus raspberry tea and it's super yummy. On a more personal level, and I feel like this has happened more lately than throughout the whole year, but I kind of got a little burnt out. I was overworking myself, or it wasn't so much that I was overworking myself, but more importantly, I was like overstimulating my brain in negative ways. So I was really subjecting myself to way too much negative media, social media, you know, news, stuff like that. And I was just feeling really not passionate about making videos or making really anything. I was just very content lying in bed and pulling the covers over my head for 85% of the day. So I'm really trying to come back to me, take care of myself first so that I can show up for you guys and for, you know, my friends, my family, and the world. So trying to take some time, really, you know, figure out what I need before I can help others. Okay, now that we've gone over the things that haven't really worked out so much and things that we need to change, let's move on to, last but not least, our goals for the year, our goals currently, and our goals moving forward. So I think that this is a really important thing to reflect on, to take note of, because yes, I know a lot of our goals that we probably set at the beginning of the year have not happened, can't happen this year, or are gonna be a really struggle to get to, but that doesn't mean that we can't still have goals, that we can't still be working towards something in the future. So like I said, this was my goals canvas for 2020. I was really proud of it at the time. I'm still really proud of it now, which is hard to say, but I am really proud of it so far. I, like I said, have been working on my YouTube, which is great. June, I finally fell off of my goal of posting one video a week each week for the entire month, which first started off with the week that I was silent, which I wasn't gonna count, but then I allowed that to kind of get into my head, and I'm not blaming that week at all. Like, that was an important week for sure, but I kind of let that week get in my head, and I was already feeling that burnout that I was talking about, so I kind of fell off on June. July is going to be better. We're gonna work this. It's my birthday month. Things are going to be better. Things are gonna be better. So I'm not gonna color in June's little triangle, but July will be colored in, and hopefully the rest of the year will be colored in as well. Yoga, while I've been doing live streams, I haven't been posting YouTube videos, which is going to change. I filmed 2 YouTube videos last week, sometime, and will be edited and probably be up the same day as this video, if not on Wednesday. I'm not sure. But there might be a yoga video on my yoga channel if you'd like to go check that out, Green-Eyed Yogi. I did get to go to Vietnam. I got a new stamp in my passport, which was honestly like, the fact that I went to Vietnam this year is crazy. First of all, like, it feels like a lifetime ago, but I went and I had a really good time. There were some struggles, there were some complications, but I had a really good time and I'm glad I went. I hope to get to go back in the future after everything figures its life out, but obviously I don't think I'll be getting, you know, 4 more stamps in my passport this year, as the world, rightfully so, is banning the United States from traveling right now. I definitely want to read some more books this year. As always, it's interesting that, you know, this little guy, don't really need him anymore, especially this year, but in general, I probably won't be putting an audition goal on my pages anymore, or on my goals canvas anymore. I haven't really done anything with our travel blog, haven't really done anything with fitness other than teaching yoga and everything like that. Money. Oh, I have really been eyeing the pen and paper lately. I haven't gotten down to writing, but, and then Etsy, surprisingly, Etsy's been doing pretty good. I've been, if you didn't know, I sell friendship bracelets on Etsy, and I've actually gotten a few orders lately, which I was kind of surprised of, but am super freaking grateful for. So that's been fun. Goals moving forward, I have so much on my mind of things that I want to make, not only videos, but blog articles that I want to write on like Medium, and things that I want to do with my own website, which if you didn't know, I have my own website. But yeah, I have so many ideas. The biggest goal though that I can like verbalize to you guys to explain is I want to, moving forward, be able to and allow myself to turn to other people and ask for help. I want to be able to reach out and kind of delegate some of the tasks that I currently have, because like I said, I have a lot of ideas and a lot of things that I want to do and I want to make and I want to create, but I a lot of the times get just bogged down with all of like the administrative stuff. Guys, you don't understand. I put way too much thought process in my tweets, in my Instagram posts, in everything. I put way too much thought into it. So having someone there to delegate some of those tasks to, right now it's actually going to be Ben, which I'm very, very grateful that he is even willing to help me. But I actually think that together with him, if I can, I know it's going to be a process. I told him you're going to have to be patient with me because I'm not going to know how to verbalize what I want from you. And then when you don't do it how I see it in my head, I'm going to be like, no, 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 it's okay, I'm just going to do it myself. But I have to be patient with myself. I have to be patient with him and see where that that goes. And I'm hoping that that will free up some time, free up some mental space for sure, for more things to actually come. And we're working on some more stickers for you guys, which if you didn't know, we also have a sticker Etsy. Right now it only has the green-eyed logo, the travel green-eyed logo, and the green-eyed yogi logo on it, which has an Om symbol on it. So if you'd like to go check those out, those are in the description box down below as well. I swear this wasn't just me plugging myself for the entire video. I hope that you got something out of this as well. I hope that it gave you a little moment and a cute little quick outline to reflect on your year. I would love to hear from you guys about your year. I know that on the outside, the extenuating circumstances, is that what the word is? I might have gotten the wrong word. But with the outside world happening, I really truly want to know about you. I want you to know that if you are having a pretty decent year, that's not bad. Don't feel guilty for being okay in the madness, and also don't feel guilty for not being okay right now. It's a very challenging year and a lot's happening emotionally, physically, spiritually, politically. So yeah, I want to hear from you guys. Let me know, what are some of your victories for sure. Those are what I want to hear the most of. I love hearing good things that you guys have been doing. Let me know your victories. If you want, you can type up, what you want to change, some of your goals moving forward, all of that. Let me know, and let's share with the group. Let's share with the community here. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you're not already. I post videos every Saturday and Wednesday, sometimes Mondays. We'll see what's going on with my brain and posting in the next few days and weeks, but I'm trying to get back onto that schedule of Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, and you don't want to miss out on a single video. I promise you. I put my heart and soul into these. Sometimes we get feisty, sometimes we get lovey-dovey, sometimes we fight people. I don't know. We don't normally fight people, I promise we don't, but you definitely don't want to miss out on any of that madness, so hit that subscribe button. I love you guys so incredibly much. I truly 100% believe in you. Know that you are amazing. You can do anything you set your mind to. I hope you have a great day, a great week, and I will see you soon. Bye!